So Andy, I know our entire audience is as excited to learn more about Perfekt Earth as we are to tell them. So tell us, what really inspired you to get started with Perfekt Earth?
You know, Kathy, I've been looking for solutions to health for almost 40 years now. I was one of those kids who had heard of people getting cancer but never had it knock on my door. And when I was 16 years old, my dad came down with cancer and totally turned my life upside down. And I kept asking myself as I watched him over a short period of about 4 months deteriorate into almost a skeleton, I kept asking myself, there has to be something I can do. There has to be a solution. And so it created a mindset for me that sent me on a journey that's brought me to this point today where I've been looking at all kinds of different elements of health, trying to understand how it all fit together. The way nature designed us to get our minerals, to get our vitamins, to get all those things is not from a bottle. It's from the plants that pull the minerals from the soil.
And that should, by nature's choice, have it in them, right?
Well, it should.
Yeah.
Part of the problem is that the plants get their nutrients because the microbes, the unseen part of life that we walk on every day, as I mentioned,
yes,
is not healthy anymore. It's not breaking down the minerals, the pHs have shifted, there are a whole lot of things that have happened in the soil that are making it so we're not getting the minerals in the soil. Maybe the soils have been depleted, maybe the microbes aren't there to break it down. At any rate, the plants are not picking it up, they're not producing foods that have the nutrients in them that our bodies require, and we're not getting what we need. And so we think we need to look to the store shelf, to a bottle to find what we need, when in fact what we need to do is we need to get back to Mother Earth and we need to restore what was once there, that pristine soil that produces abundantly, that has plants that are healthy, that they're not infested with insects, they're not infested with fungi because they're healthy.
I completely agree,
okay?
Yes.
And when we end up with healthy plants, we have healthy fruits that don't spoil before we get them to the marketplace, that don't spoil one day after you get them home and put them in your fridge. And you eat them and they actually taste like they have something in them. We're talking about providing the soil with something that has balance. Okay, back in the old days, you know, they'd take the manure and they'd spread it on, they'd replenish the crops.
Which is like today's compost, right?
Well, yeah.
It's compost.
And so, you know, it was broken down organic matter that they would put back in the soil.
Right.
Now what they do is they strip, because you just throw the fertilizer on, it grows. But over time what it's doing is it's pulling out. It's pulling out nutrients, it's creating an environment where the microbes cannot live healthy. So they start dying, and what we're getting is we're getting growth on dead bodies of these microscopic parts of nature that are dying off. And once that's gone, we've got basically a dust bowl.
And what goes in your plants ultimately goes in you,
right? That is the whole point.
That's the big key.
And what's not there for your plants is not going to get into you.
Exactly.
Okay,
I mean, like for those of us who have walked down the aisle of a fertilizer
aisle.
Oh my
goodness.
I mean, in a store.
Time for a gas mask. Okay?
Yeah. You can hardly breathe when you're going down those aisles.
And you're thinking, and this is supposed to be good for my plant.
Right. And if you can hardly breathe it in, imagine eating it. Because that's what you're doing. You're putting it on your plants, it's getting in your vegetables, it's getting in your fruit, and then it's getting in you. So I have to just test this whole Perfekt Earth theory, because I know for one, I would never want to consume any of that fertilizer or those herbicides or whatever that you see on the shelf.
Well, I want you
Perfekt
to just smell it.
Okay, so here we go.
Does it smell vile?
No. It kind of smells chocolatey. It smells kind of chocolatey.
Kind of sweet.
Yeah, kind of like the chocolate. So I want to test this theory. I mean, if one of my gentlemen will give us a couple glasses here, we're going to test this, Andy, okay? I want to know. Thank you, Neil. Okay. So we're going to test this for all of you and see.
The nectar of the gods.
Yeah, there you go. So Andy is just going to, yes, baby.
Now, I'm telling you, this is more this is more than your plants are going to consume here. This is going to be kind of strong, Kathy.
Well, and you told us this is extremely concentrated,
One of the things that we have developed a product that is so concentrated that it's very, very economical to use. If you took this little bottle right here, you could add probably 5 to 6 gallons of water to it and make a great nutrient for your plants, your shrubs, your trees.
Really?
Anything
so let me
grows.
see that again, Andy. I mean, folks, think about that a minute. This little bottle really equals 6 gallons in content. So imagine how expensive 6 gallons of fertilizer or any other plant additive would cost us in the general store. And we get that value in this little bottle.
And would you want to keep it away from your kids?
Yeah, you definitely want to keep it out of reach of kids, right? But here, we're going to show you.
So
okay, so Andy, here we go. A lot of faith and trust. Wow, Andy, there's no taste.
This is
no flavor.
It's kind of like drinking a mild electrolyte.
Yeah,
this is like
it is.
You know, the guys that race bikes and run all the time, they need electrolytes. Okay, their bodies need those minerals in order to function properly.
I don't know about you, but I want a healthier alternative, and I know you must. You must want a healthier alternative.
Perfekt Earth.
Perfekt Earth is the answer, and you know, I want to hear more. I want to hear what other people are saying about Perfekt Earth.